How did you guys all kind of link up and meet each other?
We actually all met last year in New York at the protest. The first one we did outside the New York Supreme State Court. What was it called? New York Supreme Courthouse.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that's where we all met.
Cool.
Minus one or two of us, but yeah, most of us were all there, met each other for the first time.
We're all, pretty familiar about what happened and the events at the courthouse, which was really heartbreaking. And I think it's cool that you guys kind of came together in positivity and created this friendship. So how does it feel now to see, I mean, Kesha's obviously not free, but she's able to do her own thing artistically and get herself back out there. So that's got to feel really good for you guys.
Oh yeah, it's great to be able to see her get a little bit of freedom back and be able to release new music. It's been 5 years, which is, that's a long time for an artist not to be able to produce any type of music.
I know. I'm 30 now. I was in my 20s when she stopped, so I'm like, oh no, I'm ancient! Except Kesha is too, so, uh-oh.
We're in high school the last time she released music. Now we're all out, graduated, full-time job. It's kind of crazy.
Right? I'm married now. That's weird.
Yeah.
But it's cool because her music has really transformed, and as we get older, it's fun because we get to grow with her, so.
Oh yeah, it's kind of a total different type of music too. It's so positive now. With Learn to Let Go and Him and Praying, everything's just crazy great.
What's your favorite song so far that's been released?
I like them all, but Learn to Let Go is really catchy. I really like that one.
Now the road trip, that was something really cool that you guys put together. When did the planning start and how did you coordinate everything?
I think it started around February or March, after we all saw her up in Connecticut together. We were all up there having a fun time. And then we were all like, well, yeah, I guess we can make a road trip out of this. And then that's what happened. So it was a lot of work. I got to credit the other guys, too. They put so much work finding hotels, airplanes. They made it all. We didn't show them, but we had literally an itinerary for every single day with address every single place we had to be at, times, flight, planes, everything. It was crazy. So there was a lot of detail put into this trip.
And obviously, it all paid off. You guys had an awesome time, but you also got to hang out with Kesha for a little bit, which was really cool.
Yeah, pretty much every day we got to hang out with her, minus the day the show got canceled, but not much about that.
Yeah, she can't control the weather. It's okay.
Yeah. She brought thunder and she brought rain.
She literally did. She said she was going to.
The entire road trip.
She said she was going to, so don't get upset if it happens in the dirt. Because we're all older, it seemed like a lot of people were really positive about it, even though that is, obviously really sad and unfortunate. I didn't really see anybody be like, I hate you now, Kesha. So that was cool.
Even the one point when we were in the train station, I was on the phone she was making sure our group was okay. Oh. So as I'm on the phone there with them, everyone starts just chanting TikTok, Timber lyrics. I took a couple videos of it. So, even when it was raining and storming, where there was people taking shelter, they were just having a blast and having a party.
I love it.
Yeah.
We bring the party with us, so I can appreciate that.
I took a couple videos and sent them to her so she could see what was going on.
Nice. And then with the road trip that you guys did, which you entitled My Crazy Beautiful Road Trip, which is appropriate. So what is that going to be, one big long video or a series of videos?
Yeah, it's going to be put together right now. We just started off with the hashtags, so people can follow the trip on Instagram, Facebook, all the social media stuff. And then throughout the trip, we just started taking tons of videos, pictures of us just doing even the randomest stuff. So there is a video going to be coming.
Nice, awesome.
Of the trip.
And I saw that she designed some tattoos for you guys. Do you have one?
She did, yeah. I have one. Mine says Warrior.
Oh my god. I love it.
So 3 of us have Warrior done. I think Alyssa has a Die Young one, is it maybe? Mm-hmm. And then Nick, who was with us, he has a bunch too.
That's cool.
So it was kind of her tattooed crew coming around.
That's amazing.
when she was with us, like, oh my gosh, I did this one and that one and this one. It's kind of funny.
As far as the Rainbow Tour goes, how many shows are you doing, and are you guys doing it as a group or kind of individually?
My Crazy Beautiful Road Trip number 2 is going to be happening. We're working on it, so I know we're going to be starting up in Boston. For at least for most of us as the group, we're going to be starting up in Boston, and then heading to, I think it's Maryland, and then I want to say Philly to New York. So our group's going to be doing those 4, and then I'm not quite sure about the other ones. I know there's like Kansas City, Ohio, Missouri, and then like Denver, or somewhere in Colorado, and then Utah, I think we're looking at. So
nice.
I'd say 95% of the shows, one of us, one of the 6 will be at.
Yeah, any of you are at the LA show, I would love to, high five you guys and dump glitter on you. It would be great.
Yeah. You'll have to do a glitter beard with John.
All right, cool. Awesome. That sounds cool. Yeah, John will have to meet up with myself and my friend Allison, because this kind of speaks to the whole thing of togetherness of fans. But I've been friends with Allison, or Alley Cat Sucks, for years, probably like 5 years, and now we're finally going to meet because we're going to go to the LA show together. So I was like,
Yeah, it was actually cool because when we were on the road trip multiple times at different shows, people came up to me. They're like, "Oh my gosh, I followed you on Twitter for years." I was like, "That's crazy!" Like all these people who like know who you are, and then they come up to you, and you finally get to meet them.
It is. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And then what kind of moments, kind of behind the scenes on this road trip that aren't really related to Kesha, just kind of like make you laugh or make you smile to think about, at least from the first part of this whole journey?
Well, one of the funniest moments for me is, well, you know how she says, "I'll bring thunder, I'll bring rain," and John was on our trip. His last name's Strain, so we have a joke when we're singing praying. We'll sing, "I'll bring thunder, I'll bring John Strain." So one night in the hotel, it was like 4 a.m. We were so tired after the show, and I'm just laying on the bed, and I hear a crash, and I was like, "Is that thunder?" And I was like, "No, it's just John Strain." It was such a late night moment, and it rhymed. I don't know what happened.
It's just where you're like so tired that everything is funny, even like the dumbest thing is just hilarious.
We were driving for like 14 hours for the one show. We drove from Pittsburgh to Omaha, which was a long drive, but we were singing praying pretty much the whole way out. So every time she would hit the high note, we'd scream and do like our high note voices, and we'd take a video, and we were showing our team the next day, and they were just laughing because the high note's terrible when we do it.
That's so cool. And hopefully I'll get a chance to speak with Michaela, but you guys made this amazing kind of fan tribute video to the song Praying with these cool little storylines. And what was your role in the video?
I didn't really do much of the planning. I helped do a little bit of brainstorming, but pretty much the baseline was we wanted to figure out problems that people are dealing with currently. So we tried to hit almost every single major topic that fits most people's lives. And then that was the beginning, and then slowly through the middle, we tried to like come together and find each other, like to make each other stronger. And then just from the end, it was just kind of positivity, with the rainbow colors and like different colored shirts and stuff.
Then y'all rock that dinosaur dance.
Oh my gosh. It finally came together because one of the meet and greets we were doing, right before Kesha went on stage, we all started doing the dinosaur dance for her backstage.
And I remember she was like, "Y'all doing it wrong, but it's funny."
She was cracking up. She's like, "Y'all going the wrong way."
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your hard work with everything that you do for the fans. And I just, it's important to also enjoy it, too. So as long as you're enjoying it, that's good.
Oh, yeah. It's fun.
Right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you get more tattoos on the second part of this trip. And hopefully I'll get to run into Kesha and give her little Funko Kesha at some point. So that'll be fun.
That's all. They made that?
No, I took, I don't know if you watch Orphan Black. I took the Helena figure. And she had like a knife and a stab wound on her chest, but instead I just put a little microphone and just painted over her.
Awesome.
Hopefully I get to give it to her. We'll see.
Well, yeah, if one of us is in LA, we'll make sure she gets it.
Yay! Even if I don't get to give it to her in person, I would just love for her to have it. But and she's soaked in glitter. It's appropriate.
So cool. That's
Cool.
creative.
Well, thank you so much again for everything that you do, and yeah.
Keep on. So, we'll be at most of the shows, so come say hi.
All right, I will definitely, and everybody else go say hi to Penn. All right, cool. Peace out, Cub Scout.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Rocking that wet hair look for this interview.
Hello.
Hey, Michaela.
Hi.
Hi. So, so we're gonna do the interview about your experiences with the Glitter Squad, and to my understanding, you were the kind of the orchestrator for the praying video that you guys did.
Yeah, so I actually created the concept and the story and directed it and filmed it and edited it.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And it was really well done. It was even on par with the actual praying video itself.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm a videographer, so I've done videos like that before, but I've always wanted to do a Kesha song, but I usually do songs that are currently popular, so I couldn't really do that. So I was really excited when I heard praying, because I'm like, oh, I have the perfect video for this.
Definitely. And I mean, it doesn't hurt either that you're extremely passionate about Kesha, so that kind of adds fuel to the fire, so to speak.
Oh, exactly. It just makes it a million times better. And it's that I got to not only do a video to Kesha, but with my best friends who are also just as crazy as I am about Kesha. So
yeah, and I love that you guys get to get together and do all of these fan activities as friends. So I spoke to Penn about my crazy beautiful road trip, and I'm wondering what some of your favorite moments were from this road trip, just from the first part of it.
My favorite moments, well, definitely hanging with Kesha.
Yeah.
I actually met her 3 times throughout the course of those 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
That was really, I mean, you can't really top meeting Kesha.
Yeah.
Right? And hanging out with Kesha. I don't think anything really tops that. But it was really fun, getting to know her team really well, too. We hung out with Chelsea a bit, too, and she's amazing, and she's so fun to hang out with. And she came over while we were eating lunch and, sat down with us and, she was amazing to us. And she was, showing us, the dinosaur dance and the choreography. And we actually did the dinosaur dance with Kesha. We showed her it, and she was like, "You're all going the wrong way." It was great.
And I saw that you guys got tattoos from Kesha, or at least the tattoo design. So which one did you have her do for you?
Yeah, so I actually, in April at Northeastern, she drew up a few designs for me when I met her. I told her I wanted a tattoo that said Warrior, and she drew up 3 different ones for me, and I ended up picking the first one she drew. But I actually got, so it's it says Warrior with a little heart at the end she drew on my left side. And I'm actually really mad at myself though, because we took a picture, all 3 of us with her, and I didn't lift my shirt enough to show the tattoo, and I had a feeling that I didn't either. So I just look like I'm trying to fit in with the squad. Yeah, guys, I have a tattoo too.
That's all right.
I swear I actually have it.
I swear, you guys. Yeah, I'm kind of mad the first time that I met Kesha. I have this little growth, a birthmark or something on my leg, and I really wanted to ask her to draw a goofy little smiley face around it, so it looked like a nose popping out, but I didn't do it, so I kind of regret that.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, I'm still alive. Hopefully, there's another chance for that, but
Yeah, totally.
And so for the Rainbow Tour, which we're all looking forward to, which shows from that leg are you going to? I know Boston's got to be one of them, though, right?
Oh, for sure. I'm trying to get as many as possible, but I told everyone I'm going to all of them, but realistically, it's not going to be every single one. But I'm trying to do as many as I can.
Mm-hmm.
I know for sure I'm definitely 100% doing the 6. Boston, Maryland, Philadelphia, New York, Detroit, and Ohio.
Cool.
For sure, like 100%. But I'm also trying to do possibly Atlanta and maybe some of the later ones like Kansas City and go that way a little bit more. I'm hopefully get like 70% of them maybe.
Cool. Well, if you make it out to the LA show, I'll give you a high five and I'll buy you a beer.
Are you going to the LA show?
Yeah, I'm going to the LA show. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I really want to go to that one, but I think I might. I'm not going to the one before because it's Halloween, and Halloween is like Christmas for me. So
I feel you. Trust me, I feel you.
I'm going to I don't know if it's gonna be the beginning of the Rainbow Tour, but I'm going to the September 16th show in Vegas.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's fun. So you're making it pretty far out west. That's cool, though.
Yeah.
So, out of the songs that Kesha has released so far, which one is your favorite out of that kind of crop of songs?
It's got to be Praying.
Yeah.
It's so powerful, and I don't know. That's the one that I like. I mean, it's the first one she dropped too, so I was like immediately fell in love with it. But I just feel like it's so powerful, and it's just so, I don't know. It's like a different side of her that the world gets to see, so that's like really exciting. But I love her other ones too. I like them all differently. Like I love him because I feel like it relates to me, but I really like the beats and like Woman and Learn to Let Go too. So those are more fun though.
Yeah, I think that with this new music that Kesha has related, it's gonna help a lot of people. 'Cause as much as there's people who just like enjoy listening to it because they can relate to it or it's just enjoyable, like there's so many people who, you never know how many lives that music is gonna save, which is an awesome thing.
Right, and all of her music, it has like a lot of meaning behind it. Like each of her songs like tell a story, and like they're not just talking about nothing. They're like actually telling a story, and like everything that she's put out, basically, like telling a story in a good way. So I think it will definitely help a lot of people. Definitely.
And I guess my last question would be, as a Kesha fan, whether it's from this era or a different era, what was kind of like your favorite moment as a Kesha fan that sticks out in your memory?
Getting the tattoo was like really, really personal for me. Like that's been on my bucket list for like years. And I met her originally in May 2013, but I didn't meet her again for 4 years until this April when I met her in Northeastern and she drew the tattoo. So that was like really big for me. I didn't realize I would meet her like 5 other times after that.
Yeah.
But I've wanted that tattoo for like years and years, and I only wanted it though if it was like personal from her. So that was definitely. And the other one too was when she posted our selfie on her social media. That made us all cry in the lobby. That was the best.
That is cool. All right, cool. Well, thank you so much for the interview, Michaela, and thanks for all that you're helping to contribute to this fan community. It really is awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay. Bye, Michaela.
Bye. It's nice to talk to you.
Bye. All right, so this is the portion where I kind of give my 2 cents, and it's going to be kind of like a candid thing, probably just talking into my phone or whatever. But let's talk about where Kesha Fan Radio has been for a couple of years. I don't quite remember the last time that I broadcast for it. I haven't signed into... this is bad lighting. I'm going to stay over here because I like to keep it real, but not too real. I like to keep it honest. But, getting a little older now. Some creases going on. But yeah, I haven't logged into the Blog Talk Radio program in a long time. The whole thing with Blog Talk Radio was getting kind of aggravating to coordinate that. This isn't flattering either. God, this is like the real me. Like I just like to adjust a lot and fidget a lot. So So there you have it. So it was, every week or every time there was like a big Kesha event, trying to log into my Blog Talk Radio thing and coordinate that was a lot. And the Blog Talk Radio system, there was a time period where I was paying for it, and I didn't feel like the services were really worth it. I'm going to change venues again. 1 second. It's a little better, even though my zit would like to say hello to you. So, Blog Talk Radio is kind of a pain in the ass. It didn't really work very well. It was very glitchy. There were a lot of problems. And, to be real honest, once I had AdSense up and going for all my YouTube stuff and my blogging and everything like that, I was just kind of doing some research to see where my videos were in good standing. And look at that hair. But when I went and, looked at some other videos that I had going, especially the Blog Talk Radio stuff, I saw that they were using my content as clickbait to get people to watch their videos, even though the title of the video and the screenshot that they were using for my show, my intellectual property, and it was actually from a time period that I was paying to use their system and using it to clickbait and get people to, watch their videos and subscribe and get their services, and I didn't really appreciate that. So I'm sure, you guys being up to snuff on Kesha's issues where she wasn't given credit for a lot of things or given proper due for a lot of things that she helped create, that pissed me off. So that was even more incentive to not bother with that anymore. So, that, and there's just a lot of life circumstances. I mean, obviously there was the issue that Kesha had, and we won't really go into that because I know certain people are very litigious, and I've made it a point to never accuse or say anything. I've always been very careful about that because I've seen other fans get into situations where they let their mouths fly out of emotion, and I understand. I'm very upset about what's going on with Kesha, but I also don't want to get sued or go to court or whatever. So, it was a very upsetting situation, and on top of that, I was just having struggles with, I moved out here to California to be with my then boyfriend, because I was after a job that I was at for 4 years ended. So I decided after a while of trying that I would move out here and, try to make it work out here. And I've always wanted to move out to California, and there's a lot of good about it, but there's a lot of things that you don't really expect when you change your life that drastically. So I moved out here to try to find a career, and had to, jump from a couple of temp jobs. Thought I found a good career somewhere where I was actually doing what I went to school for, but that was a situation in and of itself, and I'm not allowed to talk about it. And on top of that, a big part of it was just health struggles, just dealing with, I have like a lot of food allergies, I have light sensitivity, and I get really, really just awful migraines, just like skull-splitting migraines to the point where just like I'm on the floor in the fetal position crying, and you just like the light hurts, sound hurts, being awake hurts, being asleep hurts, lying down hurts, sitting hurts, walking hurts, and it's just it's hard because there's people who I'm sure like they suffer from things like fibromyalgia. Or my husband, he suffers from back issues, and I have the migraines thing, and there's so many people who struggle with PTSD and depression, and there's people who are just insensitive to the fact that just because you can't see what's going on with a person, it doesn't mean that they're not struggling with something. And that was part of my issue with a couple of these places that I worked at when I had these migraines, and I just felt like I was dying to have someone that you work for call you a liar and question your work ethic and your honesty. It just hurts, man. So that was a lot to deal with. So obviously, a podcast or whatever wasn't a priority for me. And a few people understand that, I understand it. And of course, we have amazing fan sites in this community who have really taken up the mantle, including, as you saw, Penn, who I interviewed earlier in the show, is just, they just do an incredible job. Like, no one really needs me for that role to give people news or to cover news, because that was never the intention of Kesha Fan Radio to begin with. It was a project so that fans in this community could speak to each other and tell their stories, and maybe on the off chance maybe Kesha will listen to it. And I don't know if she's ever heard a single episode. I know that she saw a picture of my tattoo and she saw my tweet to her saying, hey, I run a podcast for you, and I got a tattoo for you, which, hold on. So there's that. So I don't know. Maybe, hopefully, I'm going to see her rainbow show, her rainbow tour, excuse me. I'm going to go see the Hollywood date, and it looks like that's the last date of the rainbow tour, so it should be pretty cool, pretty special. And I'm going to go see that show with my friend Allison, who I've been chatting with for years because of Kesha Fan Radio. That's how we met. So that's going to be really special. And, I'm sure that she'll want to wait after the show, just like me, to see if she could meet Kesha, because I would love to, to just see if maybe there's a chance she ever listened to Kesha Fan Radio. But realistically, because there's going to be other fans there to meet her, I'll probably only have time to give her that Kesha pop figure, and I'll take this time to show you some better shots of it. So hopefully I get a chance to just at least give her that, and I'll put a little note in there about Kesha Fan Radio. But she follows me on that, and she follows me on my personal Twitter, so at least for a millisecond she knew that I existed, and that's cool. But the whole point of Kesha Fan Radio is going to be for you guys. It's not for me. This is probably going to be the longest time that I use my 2 cents portion to really say anything. But just because Kesha Fan Radio has been gone, I haven't gone anywhere. I've still been here. I've been here since before she went to rehab. I've been here through that. I've been here through the struggle. If you have any doubts or think that I'm a fake fan, which I hate that. I hate fake fan. I mean, there are legitimately people who are just douchebags, and they've said some horrible things about and to Kesha, claiming that they're a fan, which we see you. We're not stupid. We see you. But I've been there. So if you'd like, you can scroll through my Kesha Fan Radio Twitter history and go do some sleuthing. But I've been here. Maybe there were some time periods I haven't been in it, but everyone goes through something. Kesha went through what she went through for a long time. And she had that 4 or 5 year time period where she was fighting this fight, but she was also creating stuff as well, and she's got this second wind, and she's ready to get back out there, and that's what I want to do, but within reason. It's not going to be every week, and it's not going to be every time there's a big event. It's it's going to be bi-weekly. It's going to be fun. It's going to be kind of like a TV show episode once every couple of weeks. Plus, I want it to be more about you guys, because, look, with me, with my health issues and my swollen lymph nodes and my acne and my 30-year-old face, right there, like, that drives me crazy. It's not about me, it's about you guys. So, yeah, being an adult kind of sucks a little bit, because, like, as you can see, I've just been, like, boxing up all of our crap because they're going to replace our floors, and I have a really good job now with a really good boss and a good situation and all that fun stuff, and I got a good husband who also likes Kesha. His favorite song is Cannibal, because as you can see from his stuff back there, and by that little display I made for him, he loves the horror genre, so of course the song called Cannibal and referencing Jeffrey Dahmer, you know, that naturally is up his alley. So yeah, I'm gonna keep boxing stuff up and then I'm gonna go to bed. So thanks for listening to my 2 cents. It's not gonna be that long every time, I promise. I just figured I should say something about where Kesha Fan Radio has been. So peace.